you start to wonder, why are we all faking it until we make it? Who are the ones that are actually making it? By us not asking them if they're interested in the opportunity, that's us taking that opportunity away from them. That's God's choice, not ours. You know that if you bring these concerns up to anyone, you will be shunned by your family. And the problem is you've already cut out all of your real life friends and families. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Hickson, and I spent 5 years working my way up to the top of an MLM before realizing that they're just not all that they're cracked up to be. They're actually much, much worse than I ever imagined. Today, I'm gonna get into some pretty creepy stuff, but before I get started, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I post. Give this video a big thumbs up if you do like this type of content, and follow me on all social media platforms at the Jessica Hickson. Okay, so yesterday on my YouTube recommended page, I came across a video that, let's just say, it struck me to my core. Like, I watched the first 5 minutes of it and I was in awe. I was like, what? Like, how does this guy know? Today's small business shout out goes to Cute AF, and that stands for Cute Alpha Female. They were nice enough to send me some of their products. So Amanda and Amy, thank you so much for sending me some of your products. I have been loving them. Amanda and Amy specialize in everything hypoallergenic handmade. So I'm gonna show you a few of the things that they sent me. Well, I'm gonna show you my favorite one first. So they sent me this, and I thought, what the heck could this be? I thought maybe it was like a teether, but I'm like, they have to know that I don't have like babies, you know, like no one in my family is teething, so it's not a teether. But then in their description, they told me that it's for your keys, which is genius. You can ask my husband. I'm so guilty of losing my keys all the time. So having something like this in my purse makes it so easy to, girls, you know what I mean? Like, feel around in your purse for your keys. So much easier when you have this on there. Also, I love that, like, when I need to grab the keys and run into the store, I just throw this on my wrist instead of having to carry my keys around in my hand when I don't have pockets, because I wear leggings 24/7. So they sent me some cute earrings. I've got those. Oh, upside down. These. And these are really cool because they have a silicone backing instead of metal. My nails are probably disgusting. I can't tell in the viewfinder, but I apologize if my nails are disgusting. But they're super cute, and then they have a silicone backing for people who have sensitive ears, which I definitely do. They've got one of these little hair ties, which I always love a good hair tie, and then a scrunchie, which you guys know I love scrunchies. I went so much as to get a scrunchie watch band because I love them so much. Shout out Straps Co for that one. But yeah, if you're looking to support a small business and love all things handmade like I do, then definitely check out qaf.collection on Instagram and Facebook, and www.cutealphafemale.com for their website. Continue with the video. So let me first just start off by saying that when I was within my MLM, if somebody called it a cult, I genuinely like laughed at it. I poked fun at it. I was like, yeah, we're a cult, ha, like cult sisters, you know, like I thought it was a big joke. There was no way in hell I ever thought that it was possible for this to be like a modern day cult. But after watching this documentary and seeing how spot on he was about everything, I was like, if this is industry wide, that has to say something. Like, if all of these non-pyramid schemes are practicing the same thing and using the same tactics, that has to say something, right? So anyways, this was just a documentary covering the similarities and differences between cults and MLMs. There are a couple different points in his documentary that I want to touch on eventually, but this video specifically is going to be kind of foreshadowing what's going to happen if you just joined an MLM, like step by step what happens when you join. So if you did just join an MLM, this video is definitely for you. But if you're thinking about joining one, hopefully this video helps you see the other side of it so that you can decide against that. If you were in an MLM, please leave in the comments down below if this video was accurate for you, because I know watching this video, I almost literally was in tears. Like, I had chills. I sent it to all my girlfriends who were in and have now left, who I know had similar experiences to me, and they all were mind blown as well. So leave in the comments down below if you were ever in an MLM and this video is accurate for you. Like I said, I'll leave the link to the video in the description. I'm not sure how like the copyright works with reposting other people's YouTube videos, so I'm just gonna kind of summarize what he was saying in the first part that I wanted to cover, and then I'll leave the video in the description so you guys can go watch it for yourself. So he first says that an MLM most likely will not not come to you in the form of looking like a cult, okay? So an MLM will come to you in the form of like an old friend reaching out to see how you're doing, or a family member that you see finding success within it, or what have you. MLMs and cults both have this way of disguising themselves into being something that they're not, which this made me feel kind of good about, because he did mention that it's not like idiots and fools that fall for these types of things. Not that I ever thought I was an idiot or a fool, but I do look back now and I'm like, how did that happen? How did I let it get that far? Like what? Anyways, he said it's not idiots and fools that fall for this kind of thing. It's actually extremely smart people who are just looking for other ways to fix whatever situation that they're in. So instead of sitting back and just feeling pity on themselves for whatever they're going through, they look for outlets to help them fix their situation. He said some phrases to look out for when hearing from your old friends or family members who are trying to recruit you are things like boss babe, which we've already talked about, six-figure income earner, financial freedom, which we've also already talked about, be your own boss, which we definitely have already talked about. So when somebody is like reaching out to you and it's a little bit like, is it not? Definitely look out for those terms, and I'll link my video where I talked about the terms up here, but definitely look out for those terms when those people are reaching out to you, because 9 times out of 10, it is probably a non-pyramid scheme, non-cult MLM. What happens next is generally a person is skeptical of something like this. You know, someone's using six-figure income earner, work from your phone. People are like, if it was that easy, why isn't everyone doing it? Red flag number 1. You're skeptical, and the next thing they do is they invite you to something like a Zoom call, or to watch a video, or to some type of like seminar. They invite you to something that's going to hopefully change your mind. So you go to this event, whatever type of event it is, and everyone's so positive. People are speaking motivational. You're hearing stories from other people who have been where you're at. People are jumping up and down. They're excited. You hear from people who did it in such a short amount of time. So after this entire business pitch about how this is going to change your life and how it's changed so many people's lives and yada, 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 you're finally told that it is based around products, right? And I've kind of spoke on this before, but basically that the way that MLMs get around being called pyramid schemes legally is because they have a product at hand that they can sell for income. However, an important note to make here is to look at how much of the income within that company is coming from recruiting and how much of the income is coming from actual product sales. And I think you'll find where most of the money is coming from. So at this point, you're still gonna be just a little bit skeptical. You're gonna tell them that you're gonna think about it, but you're just gonna do your research. So you go scrolling through the people's pages of the people that you just met at this whatever event that you went to. You go through the social media of the person who invited you, and you just see all of this positivity, fun, so much money, like sisterhood out the wazoo. Everybody just looks so happy. So after much hesitation but much research, you finally decide to join the MLM, okay? So the first thing you have to do when you join your MLM is you have to buy your startup kit. And I've seen contradicting statements about this. So within my MLM specifically, we were taught to teach our newbies to get started before they get their starter kit. So they order their starter kit. There's nothing in the starter kit that will determine your success within the business, which should also be a red flag. However, it wasn't to me. So you buy your startup kit, you get the products, you start using them for yourself, because you have to be a product of the product. Am I right, ex-huns? You are told to purchase enough product each month that you are able to incorporate these products into your life every single day, so that you can portray this lifestyle of health and wellness, in my case, whether it be makeup or whatever is within your company. But for me, I was encouraged to buy as many products as I needed to in order to sell this lifestyle of health and wellness, to show every day that I'm living this lifestyle out in my own life. So you start using the products, you start promoting the products, and you start to realize that these products are hard to sell because they're more expensive than most health and wellness products that you can find in stores. So before you can express any type of doubt in your ability to be successful within this type of business, your upline invites you to yet another type of gathering, event, Zoom call, whatever, where other people, other distributors within the company will be speaking. This is where you're hit with another pitch, opportunity, mindset, that your success will depend on how hard you want to work and how hard you want it. This is where you're told that the people who are questioning you in your real life are haters, that you have to block out the negative people if you want to be successful in the business that you're doing. You're told that there will be haters and they're just jealous of what you're doing to better yourself, and you are responsible for rising above it if you want to be successful. This is when you're encouraged to start doing self-development and buy self-help books. In my opinion, this is to make you feel better about what you're doing, but you're encouraged to start doing self-help, self-development, and then you find out you have to start recruiting people if you want to make any money. You start to notice this huge emphasis on recruiting. The more people you bring into the company, the more you get paid. The more tiers you have on your team, the more you get paid. The more people you have underneath of you, the less work you have to do. This all sounds super nice, so you start dabbling in your self-development, make yourself a dream board, show yourself what your future self is going to accomplish, speak it into existence, if you will. So you start working on your 100s list. You think of all of the people in your life who would want to support you. You go through your Facebook friends and find friends from high school. You find your 3rd grade teacher because she's on your memory jogger that the company has provided for you. You go through family members, your Instagram followers, basically anything with a heartbeat. In my opinion. But you start digging deep to find these people that you can hopefully sell the opportunity to. You are made to believe that if you aren't reaching out to people about this opportunity that could totally change their life, that you're doing a disservice to them. I know in my MLM, we were always taught that who are we to decide if God wants to put this in their life or not? Why do we get to make that decision for them? By us not asking them if they're interested in the opportunity, that's us taking that opportunity away from them. And that's not okay. That's God's choice, not ours. So you continue using the products every month. You're buying the products every month so that you can portray this lifestyle and show that you're using these products that you're swearing by. You continue going to the weekly Zoom calls and corporate events. Your upline just keeps telling you to stay positive and keep working hard and you'll make it to the top. You are continue to be told that you need to cut out the negativity, that if you want a new life, you have to get rid of your old life and your old mindset. And keeping those negative people around is just going to keep that negative mindset around. So after a few months of trying to recruit people or sell them on the opportunity, you're starting to feel discouraged. You're feeling like no one is signing up with you, no one's catching the vision, no one gets it, no one understands, and you start to feel discouraged, rightfully so. This is when you start being told that it's your fault that this isn't working, that you're not being positive enough. You're having a negative mindset, or else you wouldn't be coming to me with these issues about people not wanting to sign up with you. Get rid of your negative mindset, do your self-development, be more positive, and work harder. It's obviously working because there's so many stories that we've heard where it's working and they're millionaires, they're living the dream. Your friends don't want to join? That just means you need to surround yourself with different people. You need to find some new friends who have a positive mindset because your current friends resent you. They're jealous that they don't have what you have and they don't have the vision that you have, the hope, the dream, the work ethic, the motivation to do better for themselves. This is when you're told that you need to start posting more, you need to start selling the lifestyle. You need to start showing people what this business can do for them, even if it hasn't done it for you yet. The common phrase that will be used in this situation would be fake it till you make it. So find an upline that you admire, check out their page, what they're doing, and talk about their success. Talk about what the business will do for you. Be confident in the fact that this business will change your life. Talk about the income that you will be making. Talk about the things that it will be doing for your life. Use your past negative experiences to show where you came from and where you're going. Use your trauma that you've experienced in your life to connect with other ladies who have gone through the same type of trauma so that you can prey on them. One of my biggest pet peeves, by the way, but I'm gonna make an entire video on that. Soon enough, you're invited to the yearly conference that every MLM company has. And if you've been to one, you know exactly why they keep having them. You're invited to the yearly conference, you show up, everyone is jumping up and down, clapping their hands, dancing around, there's flashing lights, there's music, there are success stories, people are crying. You're meeting those within the top 1% and you're crying, feeling like you meet a celebrity. This is the event where people feel moved. This is when a fresh wave of motivation hits you and you start to think like, wow, these people really are my family. We share the same values, we have the same morals, we have the same goals. They're constantly speaking positivity into me. They're encouraging me to better myself through self-help and self-development. Sure enough, this wave of motivation moves through you and you get home and you are excited to work. You start signing people up. People are saying yes. You start to think, wow, this positive mindset, deleting negative people out of my life, this is working. It's starting to work. You start to build a team. People are signing up with you. You're officially an upline and you're making money off of the people you signed up. It's not a lot, but you're making money, and you tell yourself that this is just the beginning. Soon I'm gonna be where all those 1%ers are. This is where everyone starts. This is the start of a new life. You start hosting your own team calls. You start encouraging your team to do self-development, to knock out the haters, to keep a positive mindset, to invest in their business and be a product of the product. Soon enough, you start to feel like something's off again. You can scroll through your social media and you can see that you're portraying a life that you don't have. You can see that you're not truly able to be yourself. You can see the bank statements that are proving over the last however many months you've been in the company, not much has changed financially. You have miles and miles upon miles and miles of self-help and self-development books and podcasts and YouTube videos. You've noticed that all of your old friends have cut you off, or you've cut them off because they're a negative influence in your life. You notice that the people that you're surrounding yourself with now are 100% from the company that you're within. You've completely isolated yourself from your friends and your family, and your new friends and family are the ones within the same company that you're in. You start to notice that everyone in the business, your family that you're surrounded by, none of them are actually living the dream. You start to wonder, why are we all faking it until we make it? Who are the ones that are actually making it? Why are all of us drowning in trying to keep up, but selling this life of financial freedom and stress-free and happy and sisterhood? You start to feel like you're different. Like, the reason that you're not the one making it and you're not the one living the dream is because you're not doing it right. You see red flags all around you. You push them to the back of your mind because you know that people have done this before. People are currently living the dream, and you know that you can do it too if you just push those negative thoughts to the back of your mind. And how dare you even contemplate bringing it up to your upline, because that is the ultimate sign of betrayal. How could you dare question something that has helped so many people? It's changed so many lives, and here you are putting doubt in the vehicle that these people have used to change their entire life. You know that if you bring these concerns up to anyone, you will be shunned by your family. And the problem is, you've already cut out all of your real life friends and family, so these people are your actual family. If you are cut off by your family, you have no one. And that is terrifying to think about, so you keep pushing. You keep doing more self-development, you keep selling the dream, you keep pushing out the negative people, suppressing the negative thoughts, investing in your business, and the cycle continues. As I stated at the beginning of this video, when I watched this documentary, so much came to light for me. It was almost creepy how spot on this guy was with how these MLMs work. Every single thing that he mentioned, I experienced personally, and I know that my team experienced as well. I've had many girls from my team who have since left reach out to me and tell me that all of the things that I've spoken about that they have also experienced. Unfortunately, this is the reality for so many people within MLMs, but when people get sucked in, it's hard to get out. And I'm living proof of that. 5 years within this company, 5 years of suppressing negative emotions, 5 years of self-help and self-development to make myself feel better about the situation, 5 years of cutting out my friends and family and calling the people within the business my only friends and family, 5 years of portraying an image of a perfect life and financial freedom, happiness. 5 years, you guys. People get locked into this stuff. I can only hope and pray that someone within an MLM sees this video and relates to whatever step in the journey that they're in that I talked about in this video. I know everyone is in different parts of their own MLM journey, but hopefully this reaches some people who are in a step where things can be changed for them. I know, like I said, when I was in my MLM, there was no way in hell I would ever watch a video like this. I would chalk it up to them being a hater and they are just jealous of my success. So my hope is that this video actually reaches people who are able to absorb the information that's within it and see clearly enough to know that it's not going to end well for them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are contemplating joining an MLM, I hope this video touched you. If you have left your MLM, leave a comment down below and let me know if this video is accurate in any way for you. Other than that, you guys don't forget to email me your MLM horror stories at mymlmhorrorstory@gmail.com. And whenever you guys get your merch, I know I got the notification that mine shipped yesterday, so whenever you guys get your merch, take a picture in it and tag me on Instagram. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great week and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel